Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with McKissick. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And didn't get the push they needed. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown there to make the grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
52's the mic. All day. Hey, Mike 52. Check.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
52's the mic right here, right? 52's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 52. Wild.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
They'll run with Edmonds. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Edmonds. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to run with Edmonds. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Murray on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 26. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson here running out of the gun. He gets away from one, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They will run it. It's McKissick. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's McKissick. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Heineke. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Heineke with a 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Final play of the half here. Heineke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Isabella now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
52. Let's go.
Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Crater. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gibson again. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Heineke now from the 50. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll go. It's Gibson. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, Your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. A carry now for McKissick. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
On the return, Isabella. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey.
First down, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Get that ball. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Push him back. Push him back.
Big A's open. Big A's open. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Murray, one final try. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter. Because 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down. At the 28. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Now a give to Edmonds. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Murray going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Now Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing, Jones. And he'll drop it underneath to White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Full connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Murray now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Olszewski now from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yeah, I got you.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Olszewski now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Off play action, Jones. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Olszewski now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Jones, throwing on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Murray's throw taken in by Green here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Jones throw there, complete to Myers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play there for Arizona. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Murray now. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there for the Patriots. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Here's Jones. Off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking for White on the deep ball. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Open man is born. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll leave this one for White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They stay on the ground with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds here on the return. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Penning. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll try to run with Carson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chris Carson taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here we go.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Isabella now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. First down, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, this one grabbed by A.J. Green. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way Arizona.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys feel it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one, 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge. 36 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Murray now on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Murray now on 1st down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Edmonds, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson being chased out left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? Hey, you threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself, just take it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Right down there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here. football is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone. Zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Buying time to his left. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Edmonds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds, 38 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Edmonds. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there just before halftime. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will find his man, Samuel. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Murray going to throw. Rolling to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Murray now to throw.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 46 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and another run with Edmonds. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
On the return, Isabella. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the keeper.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. 41 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. He hits his target, Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and another run with Edmonds.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down now, Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now it's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slip.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A final shot before half for Murray. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and 9, Murray being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Come on,
and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Edmonds again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Cardinals 16.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Penny, a 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Wilson. Buying time to his left. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Instead of making them earn it on 4th, they jump and give them the 1st.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Check. One flip.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Dancing to his left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Darrell Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Darrell Taylor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now. Forced out to his left. He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. First down, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray rolling to his left. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it?